back with the Dakota. Man, I've been working on it off and on. I had to take one of my Silverados to the tuner to get the DOD deleted. And a few other little errands running, grabbing parts and stuff. But so this is where we at. Got the rear end out. Took the whole shackles off because none of the bolts would come out. But that's all right. So when I put the shackles back on, I gotta pop they're on with pop rivets. Not really pop rivets, but steel rivets that are big machined in there. So I cut all of them flush and then knock them out with the air hammer. Then when I put everything back on, I use grade 8 bolts, like I said, with lock washers. It was a nightmare trying to get that shit out of there. Took forever, but I got it. Had to cut the exhaust. The exhaust, you got a thrush. I think this is a thrush or something. Thrush. It's definitely seen some better days. But both sides, it's rusted out on that side too. So I don't know if I can grind that down and re-weld it closed for him or not. I never messed with one before, but I'll take a look at it once it comes time. But so this is what I came up with. Ground the frame down, 1/4-inch angle iron. It's just all this is scrap metal. I just keep all my old scrap metal laying around. Welded to the frame. Then I had some old square tubing. This was already a point where the body, the front bed bolts went through and sat right there, and it's welded all the way around, so I knew it was a solid point. But I still added a piece of Scad 80 pipe between there and welded it, so I know that it can't move this way. Put my cross braces across, tied them into this angle iron. Then just for safe measures, I ran another piece of angle iron across this way to keep everything tight. This is the worst design I ever seen on a frame. I don't know why in the world. So the frame didn't move. You see these gaps is only because it was so much rust in there. So when I popped the bolts and stuff out, this part separated, but it didn't move. You can see the bolt holes is still in the same spot. These two parts of the frame kind of just separated, but they couldn't move very far because the way I got everything tied together. So I know everything is still exactly in line, so I'm not worried about that. But you can see just, you know, how bad it is. And all it is where these two pieces were sandwiched together, and all of that water and you know, debris and stuff just got in there. Like I said, when metal rust, it swells up. So that's all of this stuff is. It's just rusted in between the two pieces. So both of these pieces are rusted. So I got good metal here. I know I got good metal here. So I'm gonna cut right behind this bolt hole, come down. Then I'm gonna come all the way up. I'm saving one bolt. So you see I marked my line. That's my line where my front leaf spring perch goes. So I can cut right here, right in here. I can cut this bolt out, but I'm saving one bolt hole for my alignment, and I got my mark right there. So when I put it back on there, I know I put this bolt in, and I can adjust it to this mark right there. I'm gonna be very careful when I grind and cut to, even if I gotta keep going over, that's paint marker, just keep adding to it so I know the line is always there. So I'm gonna have to re-drill these 3 holes. Once I don't have to touch the back, I'll just grind all of that down, wire, wheel it, everything. Like I said, it'll bolt back on, so I know the exact position of that because I have all 4 bolt holes. But I'm replacing this whole section. So say from here all the way back to here, I'm replacing all of that. So I'll have to re-drill those 3 holes. So this is just gonna be my alignment hole, and I can get it put on there, get me a bolt in here, adjust it to where I want it, and then drill my 3 holes on each side. And the idea is, so instead of having 2 pieces of frame sandwiched together, it's gonna be one solid piece. So of course I'm gonna have a cut here, and like I said, a cut up there, and I'm gonna make my piece to go in there. And when I make my piece to go in there, these are gonna be butt welds. So I'll bevel both sides, inside and outside, bevel all of my material. So I'll weld it inside inside and outside, all of that. Then I'll grind my welds down, and I'm gonna make some rectangle plates, I guess you could say, to go in there. And that's gonna go over my weld points for extra strength on each part. This one, I have to do it on the inside. So if my cut line is here, I'll weld me a plate on the inside. And just to give it some extra stiffness. This is just 3/16 steel. You know, I'm gonna replace it with 3/16 steel, but like I said, it'll be one solid piece. So no two pieces. It'll go all the way to there. One solid piece. I'll rebuild that whole section. Then I'll put them plates on there, like I said, just for extra support. Excuse me, breathing in all this daggone dust and just freaking rust in the air. But yeah, that's it. This is how far I got tonight. It's about 12:30. Take my ass home for the night. Get an early start on it tomorrow. But yeah, I just want to make this video and show you guys. It's a lot that goes into this, you know, frame repair stuff. And not every job is this tedious. You know, some jobs you don't have to do none of this. Some jobs you don't even got to take the rear end out. You know, it just depends on where the frame is rusted at, what you can get away with. And even on this job, I'm only doing one side at a time. Even though I got all of this up there and I know it's not going to move, still, just to eliminate any kind of chance that it could, I'm only going to do one side at a time. So, you know, this is just a process. This is how I do it. You know, other people might have did it a different way. Some people might have just cut some stuff out and welded some plates on there, but I just don't believe in doing things like that. Customers spending good money with me. And, you know, I want to give him a quality job and make sure that this truck hopefully will outlast him. Excuse me. But yeah, that's where we're at. So I'll cut you guys. I'll make another video. Probably after I get one side done, I'll go ahead and make a video and show you guys that, and then make a video when it's all put back together so everybody can see. I appreciate y'all watching.